PHP OOP interface. Interface allows you to specify that what methods a class should implement. Interface make it easy to use a variety of different classes in the same way. When one or more classes use the same interface, it is referred to as a polymorphism. PHP interfaces versus abstract class. Interfaces are similar to abstract class. The difference between its interface cannot have properties while abstract classes can have. All interfaces method must be public, while the abstract class methods is a public or protected, not private. All methods in interfaces are abstract, so they cannot be implemented in code, and the abstract keyword is not necessary for the interface. Classes can implement an interface while inheriting from another class at the same time. Okay, we will check for the PHP using interfaces. We implement using the implement keyword, and a class that implements an interface must implement all of the interfaces method. Means here is the example: interface animal. It is a public function, makes sound in the and we implement that animal class in cat class. So here we need to implement that make sound method in the cat function. It is necessary, otherwise it will give error. So here these are the make sound we define here in the cat function, cat class. Also in the interface we able to implement extends multiple interface. Here is the example: interface A, interface B extends A, and then class C implement B. So we are able to extend multiple interface. Here is the example: interface A, interface B, interface C extends A and B both, and then interface C we implemented in the class D. Okay. Then next point, PHP OOP traits. PHP only supports single inheritance. A child class can inherit only from one single parent. So if a class needs to inherit multiple behavior, OOP traits solve this problem. We use trait are declared with the trait keyword. Here is the example: trait message1. There is a function message1 and message echo, and trait message2. Here is the function message2, and here is the echo message. Then class welcome use message1, this first trait, and class welcome2 use message1 message2. Means both the trait are used here. So we create the object for the welcome class, object message1, and then second object is created for the welcome2 class, and then object 2 we call the message1 message2. Means from the function from the first trait and the second trait. Then output will be same. Means for the OP is fun and OP reduce code duplication. For this and for this call object call only this OP is fun. This string will be print. Okay. Next point is the PHP OOP static methods. Static methods can be called directly without creating an instance of a class first. Okay, here is the example: class greeting is method, public static function welcome and echo message. Here is the constructor. In the constructor we call that static method. We use the self keyword and that method name, and we call here the new greeting. We created automatically constructor will be called, and then using the self welcome that method will be called, and echo hello word will be print. Same class using the self keyword. In the same class we use the self keyword using the double colon self and that method name. And if we are using able to class static method from a child class. From child class we need to call the static method in child class. Parent method need to call, then we use parent and double colon and get website name. So next point is the PHP OOP static properties. Same, we use the directly class name and that variable name, static variable name, and same we use self in the same class, parent in the child class. Okay, next point is PHP namespaces. They allow namespaces are qualifiers that solve two different problems. They allow for better organization for grouping classes, and they allow the same name to be used for more than one class. Okay, we will check the example. These are the example. These are the file html.php, and here is we declare the namespace.html. Here is the class table, variable title numRows, message method, and we echo the title numRows. Here we call new table, the created object, and assign the title numRows value. And here we call the table and message. We check for this first html.php file by directly running html. Okay, this message will be print this value my table 5, my table and numRows 5. Okay, so next we will created the table.php file, and we call we include that html.php file here. Okay, and we need to use that HTML file table HTML file. These are the file HTML file table class. Okay, so directly we created a new HTML that file name and that namespace, HTML namespace name and table class name. These are the object. Directly we assign the title numRows, we title 7, and here is the value 7. Okay, so and in that way we will call. Also there is another method row. There is only numcells table as that numcells rows. So we add here same namespace and that class name row. We add here value 8. We run that table.php. Okay, that first that HTML file echo message. These are the table class will be called, and then row class will be called. There is another way. We directly in the table.php file, these are the table.php, we here same namespace .html we declare, so we directly able to access by table name, not required that namespace name here. Okay, and check now. Here is working. We try with HTML1. it will give error. Okay, means same these namespace name we required. Okay, we will check now. HTML1 is working. Means same namespace required here to access directly by class name. Also there is another way, allies, class allies. So we try with as edge. So here also it is working edge. Edge. We also be creating namespace HTML. We here alias name HTML as a edge, directly edge, table name, that class name, and edge row. Okay. We check. Okay, it is okay. Okay, for the alias name, we require use HTML as a h. Means we rename here. Directly we use that h table and h row. Okay, then we will check. Now it is working, and also there is a body directly with the HTML and that class name we rename it. So we will try HTML h slash table as t. And here for row. We use HTML table as a T and use HTML row as a R. Okay. And directly we create the object using that table or the table T. Save and we'll check. Okay, it is working. Yes, this is the PHP namespace. Thank you.